All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and it's been a while since I've done a psychic reading. It's been a couple of maybe like a week or so. So I wanted to go ahead and do this girl group from the UK. They're called Little Mix. Beautiful women and just awesome vocalists, performers. They are a British girl group. And I've seen this being requested by viewers, and I have a list of, people that I'm going to be doing readings on. But let's just, take a moment and say how talented and amazing that these young women are. And they were, formed, I believe, on that X Factor show. Simon Cowell is like the mastermind behind that show as well. So, this is Perry, Jesse, Leigh-Ann, Jade. If I got their names wrong on the screen, I do apologize, but I'm going to be, just referencing the energy of from left to right of what I see for all of these girls and overall for the group itself. I do feel like now that Fifth Harmony is, they've always been compared to Fifth Harmony, and now that Fifth Harmony is no longer in existence, meaning that all the members have, split up and gone to solo projects, that this is kind of, Little Mix has taken over as the next, biggest girl group, and I feel like they are being very much compared to the Spice Girls as well. Whether they will never be able to replace them because they all have, every girl group has different people, and it was a different time period, and they all have different, talents and different vocal ranges. But these girls are very, very talented, and I do feel like they're going to go very far. The thing is with, when I'm doing these psychic readings and get into what I see with them, I'm not sugarcoating anything. So the image that you see here, they're very much unified and that they're very happy. But the thing that happens with all girl groups is that they're all different energies. And then you have people whispering in their ear, you can go solo, you can do this, you can do that. Or, they want to have a relationship, with, a boyfriend or whatnot. And the problems is that with being in a girl group, the producers and the people that are their publicists, they try to kind of control them not to have these relationships outside of their girl group, and not to get it too involved, don't get pregnant, don't get, don't have a life, basically the life, that they need to live and breathe. And that right now is, Little Mix, the group, and be very focused on the music. But I am very excited for their new album. I believe it does drop on November 16th. Again, if I'm wrong, you can comment in the comment section below. They do have a new song, which up until like yesterday, I hadn't seen any of their music or had listened to it. I know that's a shame that I even say that, but I am hooked. I am a fan of them. But when I do my readings, I have to put all of that aside. They have this new video. You should check it out. It's called A Woman Like Me. That's their new single. Very much a good song. And I feel like this album is going to be a powerhouse album. And it's going to have a lot of success, and it may even cross over into the American market as well and have that success here in America. But they are being, I feel like their stardom is going to be propelled over into the next 2 years, taken to the next level. But there's going to be some issues within the girl group. In specific, I'm seeing that Jesse and Jade, there may be these two may be approached with record contract deals where they are still in the girl group, but just like Fifth Harmony, they want to see what they can do solo. And they may not be something that they are thinking about now, but eventually it's going to be like Jesse and Jade that I see that would be approached to maybe have some extra things, going on the side, which not necessarily, but it creates a strain in the group itself. Eventually, I do feel like they're all going to work on solo projects. Ideally, that was the goal that they wanted going into the X Factor. But again, they thought that they would be better as a group, whatnot. Perry, I feel like she has a lot of thoughts about, being a wife one day and having her family. I feel like, she does like the limelight and whatnot, but it stresses her out a lot, not having privacy. I do feel like she is someone who, kind of like doesn't hold back. None of the girls hold back at all what they want to say. So, they're going to do that. I do feel like she has a closer connection to, to her family at certain times. She's communicating with them and whatnot. When it comes to Jessie, she's very intuitive. I feel like she's someone who definitely enjoys being in the girl group, but she is into the mystical things. So she may, be into reading tarot cards. She may be into some Wiccan things, that are more magical, like, witchy things. But she has a spark curiosity, and I feel like her consciousness is elevating. They are all these girls are very spiritual in nature, but I do feel like Jessie is the main one, and Leigh-Ann too. Leigh-Ann has a lot of intuitive abilities. I feel like she can see certain things, and kind of see through people, whether, it's a facade or whatnot. I also feel like Leigh-Ann, she sort of feels like she's been targeted by people because of her, skin color and her race. I feel like, it has become an issue with her, and she may not, there may have been some nasty comments on Twitter or, on different social media sites where she's been bullied by other people who may be prejudiced or racist. So I do feel like she's faced a lot of that as well. But she's, been having a lot of support from her own family and from the girl group and the producers and whatnot. When it comes to Jade, I feel like she definitely feels sometimes, that she, is it's a feeling of, like, I feel like her in particular, there's a lot of focus on her love life, and she's wanting to develop, a relationship or have something more solid outside of the girl group when it comes to her personal life, and not just making it all about Little Mix, even though she loves them and they all see each other like sisters in many ways, but they do get on their nerves, on each other's nerves at times. The question here is whether they will have that longevity, to continue to be a girl group within the next, 3 or 4 years. That is up in the air. I do feel like at one point they are going to disband, just like Fifth Harmony did. And I know that may be like way out there, but you have to understand that as time goes by, it's just like any product. You're in season, you're hot in demand, you're there, and then the music companies and the industry start focusing less on promoting you, and they start promoting the new younger talent, the newest, hottest thing that they can market and make the most money off of them. So even though Perry, Jessie, and Leigh-Ann and Jade are very good, at what they do, and they are, right now making a lot of money for the company, the record company, they are definitely going to, continue to have success. Will it, be like the Spice Girls? Will they be like the Destiny Child, a girl group, or will they be like Fifth Harmony? I do feel like they are, you can't compare them to any other group because, like I said, they're all different people, and they come from different, backgrounds, but they will have a certain level of success, and they will make a name for themselves that other people will always, interpret and love, who they are and what they do. But I don't see them, being together for more than 5 more years. Within 5 years, that's what Spirit is showing me, or less. I do feel like they will either disband, or they will. There will be at least two people from the band leaving to pursue other careers in acting and modeling, and also singing. I feel like they're gonna, want to get a solo career in many ways, and then some of them may take a hiatus. Those two that I'm seeing, they may take a hiatus to, start families. Two of them may start deciding to leave the girl group to start families, and and then maybe come back later and have a reunion. One more album or one more song together as a group. But they definitely are achieving their level of success. And I do feel like they are moving away from a certain image, a certain sound. They are evolving in their artistry. So a lot of people that would be looking at their new music videos and their sounds and their looks are noticing that they're evolving. And that's the good thing about any artist, is that they always, always need to kind of evolve and not stay the same, because that creates a stagnation. I also get that there would be someone that would be either in their family or someone close that would be passing. Spirit shows me that there is someone that is sick. I don't know if this happens this seems to be happening within 2 years or less. And again, the thing is with death, I cannot predict that, and it's not something that I'm giving you. Spirit is just showing me that there is someone that is sick, or that will be sick with something that's like cancer, and it is terminal, and it feels like a family member to one of these girls. So you will be hearing announcements. There's going to also be a lot of drama regarding their new look, a lot of articles that are written kind of attacking Little Mix, trying to bring out their bring out the darkness in them, trying to change, and there's a lot of people that are jealous in the music industry about these girl groups, specifically one because they're from the UK and they're very popular and they are already, impacting the USA and other markets, but also because there's a lot of other artists that other record companies are trying to boost them up and get them to the level of Little Mix, and so they're creating a lot of these dramatic stories or paying these tabloids to write these insidious, dumb articles basically about these lovely girls. So if you do see any of these articles, try not to pay attention to what is being said. A lot of it is speculation, a lot of it is rumors, but some of them will have some factual information. But again, I do feel like they are very solid right now in the group, but things will be changing. There is a lot of whispering and about them eventually going into solo projects. A lot of sponsorships, modeling. There's also something about them coming up with some kind of in addition to their group, coming up with some kind of contribution. I keep seeing makeup for some reason, so I don't know if they're going to be modeling for like a certain major makeup brand or whatnot, or if they've already done that. I don't know, but I keep seeing makeup being shown for some reason. But there's their brand and their who they are as a girl group. It is going to continue to flourish and expand, and they're going to continue to have hits. And I do feel like their new album is going to chart very well on the charts. They're in the UK and worldwide too. They're going to slowly, become the next Fifth Harmony in many ways. The world doesn't have a major, girl group right now after Fifth Harmony. So Little Mix is the hottest thing right now in the record music industry as far as a girl group is concerned. I'm sure there's other girl groups out in the world, but I do feel that they are destined to be very much a successful girl group and have that a lot of fans that follow them and people that want to emulate them. I also get that there could be targeted. They need to be careful because I don't know, this is coming from Spirit as well, that there's someone that is stalking or stalker. And I know that, people that be listening, well, Raymond, all celebrities have someone that's a stalker, but I feel like this is going to actually make media attention with Little Mix. And I feel like it's almost, it could be Jessie or it could be Perry, but one of the two of those, and it could be one of the other girls, but there's one of the members there that Spirit is saying that they need to be careful because there is a crazy stalker that is obsessed, but the obsession goes way beyond just a fan, being obsessed. It is more of a compulsive obsession, and it's darker in nature. So they just need to be careful when they go to their hotels or they're traveling and touring, and make sure they have their bodyguards with them. But I do feel like there is someone that is erratic. This is a male, and he is younger, but I do feel like he's a stalker, very much so. So, this is just something they need to be very mindful of and pay attention to. But I do feel like they will, we will hear a little bit more about them. And again, there may be some scandals that come out in the media about Little Mix. And again, a lot of these are going to be from rival record companies that have paid off the media and tabloids to write these stories. So just don't believe everything that you hear, but definitely enjoy their music. I think they're going to go far, and they're going to be very successful in their stardom and their artistry. So thank you so much again for allowing me to do these celebrity videos. If you have any suggestions of other videos that you want to see, please go ahead and comment in the comment section below. Also, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can go to my website. That's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing day.